What up, everybody? It's iPadBeatMaking.com here today. I'm going to share a little hack that I just discovered with BeatMaker 3 and a MIDI controller, and I might be late to the party on this one, but nonetheless, I still feel like it is a worthwhile hack to share. Now, the way that this came about was I was using this Atom SQ MIDI controller here, and there's so much I love about this MIDI controller. It is able to do scales, and it's got knobs, and it's got playhead control. You can assign note repeats to things. There's just so much that's really special about it. But one thing that I do not enjoy about this MIDI controller is that it isn't Bluetooth. And when you're at the house or wherever you're staying at, that's not the biggest deal. But when you actually want to go out and do some creating on your iPad with the Atom SQ and say you need to bring headphones along, now you got a decision to make. Are you going to bring along a USB hub also? Are you going to bring along a splitter? What about charging? There's just so many different things you have to deal with. And with this iPad mini right here that you see on screen, you don't see the actual iPad mini itself, but you do see the screen for the iPad mini. The point of emphasis is really travel, lightweight travel. And to me, the Xkey Air represents an incredibly durable, capable, bulletproof travel device. I know you see me with the M-Wave 25, and that's also a really good MIDI controller. However, this is just a little bit better suited in terms of its thinness to just, be grab and go without it really being too big a deal, and it's also very durable. Nevertheless, the big thing that I never liked about the Xkey Air was that you don't have play, stop controls, and you don't have, along these sides, nothing you can really assign to control BeatMaker 3. So I came up with this cool hack in order to make the Xkey 25 a more viable BeatMaker 3 controller for while I'm out in the wild, while also letting the Xkey still be the Xkey that it is. One thing I always like with Atom Piano Roll 2, this is not Atom SQ, Atom Piano Roll 2 was the map to white features, where it just makes the white keys playable. I find that just really comfortable for creating on the go, no pressure. You don't really have to think too much. Everything's just there and it works. So I figured, why not try to get that same layout with the Xkey Air natively with BeatMaker 3. I don't know if you know this or not, but BeatMaker 3 has its scale lock features where it locks everything to the pads, and you can choose to go semitone up and down, and it will scale lock everything, and then you can go up or down an octave along the pads as well. Really cool features. But I don't know if you know that it also will lock these features to a MIDI controller, which is really cool. Now, typically, you would lock these to your MPD or other 4x4 MIDI controller, and that would just be that. But I thought, you know what? I got 15 white keys here. What if I just mapped these keys to the BeatMaker 3 pad layout and then put this one as the 16th one, and then I had all these keys up here available for toggling my different banks, play, stop, record, and maybe even some note repeat stuff. So I'm going to show you how I map that here. Let me go ahead and clear all the mappings, and we'll start from scratch. Okay, now that we've got our device on and ready, we are going to make sure that we are at C-2. So we're going to go octave all the way down until we get to C-2. And the reason I want to go C-2 is I want the Xkey Air to still, if I want to at any given time, treat it like a normal piano. I can throw it into an octave that's not so low, and it will behave like a normal piano. So I don't take any of the features, the natural features, away from the Xkey Air. So what we're going to do first is trigger pad 1. Actually, let's go auto learn. So pad 1, we're going C-2. Pad 2, we're going D-2. Pad 3, E-2. F-2 for pad 4. Pad 5, G-2. Pad 6, A-2. Pad 7, B-2. Pad 8, C-1. Pad 9, D-1. Pad 10, E-1. Pad 11, F-1. Pad 12, G-1. Pad 13, A-1. Pad 14, B -1. Pad 15, we're going C0. And then for pad 16, you can put this on any black key that you want, but I'm going to put it here just because it's the closest one around. We've gone ahead and mapped A sharp -1 for pad 16. So this allows us to, let's just check it out. Let me get out of Animoog and pick a better, let's go with decent sampler, and then I will load up the Ghost piano. So and if I lock it to major, all right, so it's scale locked. Obviously, we can go, let's see, natural minor. All right, so we got that done. Now I'm going to go back into the settings and I'm going to figure out what are we going to do with these black keys. Well, one thing I know that I really enjoy when using BeatMaker 3 is being able to toggle between the previous and the next bank. So I will go ahead and assign this one to previous bank and assign this one to the next bank. And this will allow us to have easy control over going to different banks. Now, octave up and down, to me, it makes sense that those are in a place where there's two things. So octave down here and octave page up here. So now, bam, that's simple. And if we had more than one bank open, we could hit this and we will toggle through the different banks. Whatever, got that done. And now I see an area where I could do some playhead control where these three are right here. So I will go ahead and go transport play. Let's go in the middle because I want to follow the pattern along the top. Transport top, transport stop. Go ahead and select that one and then record right here. So that way in my mind, everything I'm seeing on the top is going to line up. Just like that. So we're good. So we've got room for a couple more assignments. Now, what I would probably do is pick a few of my favorite note repeat slots. And let's see. Where are we at? 1/8 is there. That's definitely a favorite. And then we can go extreme with 1/32 at number 6. So I will go ahead and toggle this one for 1/32. And that handles a lot of what I would like for the trap stuff. I will probably take some time and refine this layout a little bit more, but let's see. So we got that working, so we could go ahead and now try to record something. And I like that it holds what I have going on here. So what I could do in theory is I could just go up an octave and then assign these to the different note repeat slots since it's holding them. So yeah, as you can see, really incredible hack, real easy to do. Real way to give your Xkey or whatever other little MIDI controller that you might have that doesn't have extra buttons and whatnot, a little bit more utility in regards to BeatMaker 3. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please be sure to hit the like button as well as the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss out on the latest news, tips, tricks, hacks, sales, and more. And be sure to pull up on us in the Discord. Holler at the whole iOS community, and be sure to let me know what hacks you all have down in the comment section for getting your MIDI controllers and your favorite apps kind of working the way that you find ideal in terms of workflow. It's iPadBeatMaking.com. Peace.